A little girl hides 5 grains of corn. Just 5. Not a bag, not a meal. 5 tiny grains. But in this place, that's enough to kill you. A teacher finds them. He doesn't ask questions. He doesn't hesitate. He calls her to the front. She kneels. The room goes silent. And then he starts beating her. Again and again and again until she stops moving. That night, she dies. And the most disturbing part, every child in that room believed she deserved it because this isn't a school. This is a prison, one of the most brutal places on earth. And one of those children was born there. His name is Shin Dong-hyuk. And for him, this wasn't horror. This was normal. Imagine this for a second. You're born somewhere, but you don't know it's a prison.
You don't know there's a world outside. You don't know what freedom is, because no one ever told you. This is Camp 14, a hidden prison camp in North Korea, a place where people don't go to serve time, they go to disappear, forever. No trials, no lawyers, no release date. Only one rule matters: obey or die. Shin was born inside these fences. He never saw a city, never rode a car, never even imagined life beyond the mountains. To him, the camp was the entire universe. His parents? They weren't in love. They didn't choose each other. They were assigned. In Camp 14, marriage is a reward, given to prisoners who work hard and betray others. Even having a child requires permission. If a woman gets pregnant without approval, she's executed. The baby, too.
So Shin wasn't born from love. He was born from obedience, and that shaped everything. There's no family bond here, no warmth, no protection. His mother wasn't someone he loved. She was competition, because food is everything. Each day you get a small portion, barely enough to survive. If you work harder, you might get a little more. If you fail, you get less. And if you steal, you die. So hunger changes you. It rewires your brain. Shin would steal food from his own mother, and she would beat him for it, not out of anger, but survival. Because in this place, love is weaker than hunger. Sometimes the prisoners catch rats. That's their only meat, and even that is a luxury. Think about that. A child growing up, fighting for rats to eat.
But to Shin, this wasn't suffering. This was life, because he had nothing to compare it to. And that's what makes this place so terrifying. It doesn't just trap your body, it traps your mind. From a young age, children are taught the rules, memorized, repeated. If someone tries to escape, and you don't report them, you will be executed. If you steal food, you will be executed. If you hide anything, you will be executed. There's no mercy, no exceptions, no second chances. And the guards, they enforce these rules without hesitation. Beatings, torture, public executions, all of it is normal. And slowly, it shapes who you become. One night, everything changes. Shin wakes up. He hears whispers. It's his mother and his brother. They're planning something.
Escape. Now pause for a second. Think about what that means. If he stays quiet, he risks his life. If he reports them, he saves himself. What would you do? Shin doesn't hesitate. He reports them. Because that's what he was trained to do. Days later, he's taken to a field. A crowd has gathered. And then he sees them. His mother, his brother. They're tied up. And right in front of him, they are executed. And Shin feels nothing. No sadness. No guilt. No regret. Because in his world, this was justice. But something starts to change. Not instantly, not dramatically, slowly, like a crack forming in glass. Because one day, he meets someone different, a man who has seen the outside world, a man who talks about things Shin has never heard before. Food.
Freedom. Life beyond the fence. And for the first time, Shin realizes something shocking. There is another world. And suddenly, everything he believed starts to break. That's when the idea appears. Escape. But escaping Camp 14 is almost impossible. Electric fences, armed guards, watchtowers, and one mistake means death. But hope is stronger now. One night, he makes his move. Snow covers the ground. The air is freezing. In front of him, a fence, 10,000 volts, death, waiting. They run. His partner reaches the fence first. He touches it, and instantly, he dies. His body collapses, still touching the wire. And in that moment, Shin makes a decision. He climbs over his dead body. The electricity burns through him. His skin burns. His legs burn.
But he doesn't stop, because behind him is a life worse than death. And somehow, he makes it through. He runs for hours, for days, for months, until finally he reaches freedom, a world he never knew existed. Today, Shin lives outside North Korea, but the scars never left him. Not the physical ones, not the psychological ones. Because how do you forget a life where betrayal meant survival? And here's the truth. Right now, there are still tens of thousands of people living inside places like Camp 14, suffering, starving, dying. And the worst part? Most of them don't even know they're prisoners.